morning. I've successfully navigated my way to the car park for Graves Parkrun. This is my nearest event, not done yet. Only took about half an hour to drive here. It's a little bit foggy today. Only £1 to park until 10 o'clock. Actually brought 2 pairs of shoes with me. I was going to wear the Hoka Mach 5 because they feel kind of fast and springy, and I've not worn them for a while, but given that it's damp and the grip on them doesn't look marvellous, I'm going with the Pumas instead. I've got some old Velocity Nitro 2s which have got really good grip, so give those a bash. I'll go and get the warm-up done and see how I get on at this hilly park run whilst keeping my heart rate below threshold. So I've got the hot chest strap on just to keep me controlled, but with these hills anything could happen.
2, 1, go!
Here we go then. I have got my watch set to try and keep me sub-threshold, so I think the maximum heart rate was 166, thereabouts. That was certainly the idea anyway. This is quite a hilly course. It's well known for its ups and downs locally, from what I can gather. Quite a foggy day as well. So you can see the heart rate's already up to 160. Doesn't take me long to get up to that level. So now we get to drop down this quite big descent. You can see the slopes like -8, -7%. Heart rate thankfully drops a bit on this section. No idea what to expect pace-wise at the start of this one. I was just going to go by heart rate and see where we ended up. So at this turn, this is where we get one of the steepest hills on the course. You can see it claims to be going up 23%. Not sure how accurate that is. 16% now. So it's definitely a steep bit, and the heart rate has now gone over my target. Uh-oh, look out for loose dogs, guys. I never saw it. So yeah, still trotting along at 169 beats per minute, which is over my target. I'm doing my best, but looks like I'm going a bit fast here. Really not doing a great job of staying in range. It might have been 160 to 168. I've recently lowered the range of heart rates that I'm working to, just to try and calm myself down on my general sessions. So it might have been 160 to 168 I had it set to at this point. Can't quite recall, but either way, I think I'm slightly overdoing it.
Thank you.
That lady thinks I'm doing a good job, so that's all that matters. I think there's some ducks over there. It's quite good for wildlife, this place. Wildlife and
Thank you.
there's some kind of animal park where you can take the kids to pet the animals and feed the whatever they've got there, emus. If you watch Ian AP's channel, he did this one not so long back. think he said they were ostriches at one point, and kangaroos, which I think turned out to be wallabies. He did do a good toilet review though, so yeah, if you watch his video, you'll get some information on the standard of the toilets.
Thanks.
.171 beats per minute. Oh gee, really overdoing it now, aren't I? Evidently not very good at holding myself back when I'm in a park run or race situation. When you find yourself just in a group and the people in front just seem like they're holding you up a bit, I can't help but just try and move into the next gap. Oh dear, it's a weakness. I need to work on it. I can hear my breathing now. That's threshold breathing, isn't it? The heart rate did just jump down to 163. I think the stats might be a little bit ahead of what's happening. I've had to stop to tie my shoelace. They were double knotted, I swear, but I must not have pulled them very tight, so they've come undone. And thankfully that's given me a chance to kind of reset and get the heart rate back down. It was a blessing in disguise.
Thanks.
Back up to 166. That's got to be around the top of the range I was trying to stick within. It is a nice park run, this one, actually. You're on paths all the time, so there's no kind of cross-country running as such, and not too many people there, a couple of hundred I think, and yeah, like I say, plenty of animals to look at, some nice scenery. If you don't mind going up and down a few hills, then it's spot on. Quite handy for where I live as well. The idea here is that I would treat this as one of my sub-threshold sessions. I know in the Norwegian singles approach book, James does say that if you want to do a fast 5k at any point, you know, you can go all out, race it, and just treat that as one of your sessions. So it's not like I'm completely breaking the rules here. I just wanted to, yeah, keep things a bit steady since we're only on week 2 of the plan, and yeah, didn't want to overdo things at this early stage, especially having had a bit of trouble with the lower calves giving me grief earlier in the week. I thought I don't want to hammer things too much and end up injured, so it's also a big test of discipline, isn't it, just to see whether under park run conditions you can actually treat it as a session and run to heart rate, which I'm evidently failing at here. I am checking the watch and, you know, trying to ease off when it says I'm going too fast, but just not doing it consistently enough or effectively enough to get it quite right. But I'm definitely not going all out, you know. On a 5k race or a fast park run, I would usually be well into the 180s for the entire duration, so yeah, sticking up to and around 170 is actually pretty good for me. But yeah, definitely room for improvement. If I do want to seriously treat these as a sub-threshold effort, then it's mission failed, but yeah, could be worse. sheep in the field to the left. I think we're coming up towards some more animals on the right there. Can't quite see what they are in the fog. Oh look, it's a llama, possibly. They've got them in all colours. I'm going with alpaca. I'm as bad as ENAP at these animal identifications. Can't deny.
Thank you.
Oh, look at the heart rate now, 174. I'm going uphill, guys, it's not my fault. It's the first time I've done the stats like this as well. I think they are a few seconds out of sync, so you kind of see what the slope's going to be very soon before it happens.
Thanks.
And I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the BMW thing at the top either. So let's pretend I wanted that there. Ooh, motor rad. It's one of my favourite types of rad. So maybe I'll be able to improve that next time. It's a 2-lap course, this one. On the first one, you see the water on the left, you kind of go all the way around the water and come back to the path we were on earlier. So the first lap's longer. And then the next time you go around, you'd go straight across a bridge. And yeah, you don't have to do this detour around the water. So, bit of variety at least. 2 laps is pretty good for a park run, really. 169 heart rate. Slow down, you maniac. I'm like a BMW driver, aren't I? What am I doing? Look, I'm overtaking people. 172. I just can't resist. Dear me. 173. Has anyone tried doing a session during a park run and actually managed to crack it? I'm sure there's lots of people out there who can do this better than me. I just seem to have got into a race. Not even halfway through. Definitely not meant to be hitting the 170s, I know that for a fact. Look at that 173. I think situations like this get to me where I see someone overtake me and I think that I'm a faster runner than them, and I think, am I just gonna let them go? Just ignore the fact that They're beating me in this park run.
Well done, everyone.
Oh man. So that's the first lap done. 179 beats per minute. Mission failed. I think I'd kind of given up at this point in terms of trying to stick to the heart rate range. I think what I decided to do somewhere around here is try and stay in range up to the end of kilometre 4 and then just see if I had anything left, see if holding back as much as I have managed to do, which isn't a massive amount, had actually left me something in reserve to give it a bit of a kick for the final kilometre, get it out of my system, and then make my excuses up later. So here we are. These long downhills do at least give you a chance to let the heart rate come down and kind of reset. Oh look, overtaken by someone with a buggy. I just know that's going to get into my head. He's done 250 park runs though, so I'm like, this guy's an athlete. Being overtaken by him is no big deal. But it is a bit. Definitely ranking people as they go past me. Little kid with his dad, should I be letting them go past me? Stop thinking like this, Mark, it's doing you no good. Up the big hill, and I quite enjoy running up hills. And I know I can go past people on them, so the temptation's always there. Because I get so much practice doing it on all my training routes, it's just kind of feels like I should be good at it. And look at the heart rate, 174.
Thank you.
So at this point I know there are people ahead of me who I probably could have beaten if I'd just gone all out from the start. So that's where my plan to give it some on the final kilometre comes in. I'm like, yeah, maybe I can get some of them back. Oh dear. Shouldn't admit to these things, should I really? But that's literally what was going through my head. I'll do the next one as a proper session. Unless I read the book again and that bit about where he says it's alright to race 5k now and again. Do you some good bit of VO2 max work.
Thank you.
I'm in range now, look, being a good boy. Just looking forward to that final kilometre. I love those little snippets of people's conversations you hear as you're running round. Reminds me of computer games where you kind of wander near NPCs and they're just having random conversations. Gee, 174. It's not the final kilometre yet. Steady on, lad. Can hear my watch beeping away. It's like, You even listening, bro? No, mate. I think I'm actually behaving for a while here. Gentle downslope, and I think I'm just waiting for that final kilometre. Just recharging, getting some energy back, ready to go.
Well done, looking good.
I do remember being in that awkward position here where I'm going smidge faster than the guy in front of me. But I know if I keep going at this pace, I'm going to be basically next to him for about 30 seconds while I do the slowest ever overtaking manoeuvre. Quite embarrassing. Yeah, we're a little bit out of sync. My watch has just told me that's 4K done. The screen's telling me 3.96. But yeah, at this point I'm like, woohoo, final kilometre, let's go! It's allowed, the man in the book says. Yes! Overtaking people now. I had no idea how much energy I would have in reserve, having been in around 170 for the whole thing. But I knew there'd be something there. Straight up to 180, here we go. Just trying to get back some of those places. There's the guy with the buggy. Two beats per minute now. I'm in business. I'm glad I didn't go all out from the beginning though, because you start to feel it when you're going at this level of effort. There we go, getting a few places back. 184 beats per minute. This is no longer sub-threshold, not that it was anyway. I think I went past this chap in the red top before I had to tie my shoelace. Finally got back. 186 beats per minute. Breathing's going all over the place now. Yeah, the ego's definitely taken control of the entire event at this point. It's going past people, ticking them off. Yes! Another one done. Yeah, starting to lose my steam a bit now.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, I've had some fun, but now the legs and lungs are saying to me, That might be your limit. Try and get used to the place you're in. Getting a bit wheezy now.
Thank you.
I can still speak. That's a good sign. This is where we're crossing over the water rather than going all the way around it for the second lap. Yeah, I saw the man with the dog and thought, can I catch him? But yeah, everything was just hurting at this point. He was kind of matching me stride for stride. This is the best I could manage. So I kind of gave up at this point. Not that I could do much more. Nailed it. Good sub-threshold session there.
Hiya. Thank you.
I think it's more of a super threshold run than anything. But we'll gloss over that.
Hiya. Anything else, mate?
Yeah, got that one.
Thank you.
Got that one.
Brilliant, thanks a lot.
All done then. Excuse me if I look a little bit warm and sweaty. I think it was just over 25, just under 26 minutes in the end. I had difficulty keeping my heart rate below threshold, I have to admit. Just having someone in front of you, it feels like you could glide past, and trying to avoid the temptation all the time. Plus all the hills made it tricky, so I did my best for the first 4k and then I decided to stride out a bit on the 5th, just to see if I did have anything left. You know, I couldn't avoid the temptation. Shoe came undone at one point despite being double knotted, so obviously didn't pull it tight enough. But yeah, I wasn't racing or anything, so I just stopped, tied it up and carried on. Tricky to tie it up with gloves on actually, because your gloves get caught in the knot and it tries to drag your gloves off, so that was all good fun. But otherwise, yeah, really enjoyed the park run. Bit foggy for the views this morning, but yeah, otherwise all good.
Everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.